This video is brought to you by Knowledge at WP Carey, an online business resource published by the WP Carey School of Business at Arizona State University.
I think the challenge that I face is balancing the business with my family responsibilities, my parents and so forth, and keeping all that together that my male counterparts don't have. I think the opportunities, I think that as a woman there's a greater range of possibility that I'm not really in a very tight gender role, so I think I feel freer to experiment than some of my male counterparts do. And that's been very liberating and very helpful for the business.
My particular challenges are somewhat unique because I am in the information technology field, dealing with hardware and networking, tangible elements and some intangible ideas. My biggest challenge actually has been dealing with women in business themselves. There's a lot of skepticism. In a man's world, 20 years ago when I started, if I showed competency, it was a done deal. I simply had to demonstrate my skill and I was accepted and one of the boys and life was good. However, the women in the businesses were a little concerned about having a woman work on their computer, tear it apart, crawl under their desk, deliver programming solutions. That was not something that they were used to seeing, and it took a step above an extra level of excellence and communication to make the link and have a good comfort zone and a good experience.
As a woman in the media in my 30s and as a mother, I face a lot of challenges that I think many other women face, but especially in the media, that first impression and fashion and your personal image play an integral role in my profession. So I battle those kinds of things, but the opportunities I have because of those things also open a lot of doors.
I haven't really noticed a difference in opportunities or challenges. I go out and I perform business, and it makes no difference whether I'm a man or a woman. I really haven't had additional challenges being a woman. It makes absolutely no difference to me.
Actually, in my case, I think that the opportunities are actually wherever you're looking for it. It's just simply out there. And I think that what women need to face is that not to be afraid of taking the risk, to go for it and just kind of like allow themselves to peek out and see if there's something out there that is going to be worthwhile for me, that I can get something out of, something that I find passionable about doing, and just a little bit allowing themselves to go there instead of being afraid and thinking, no, I'm not good enough, and no, I can't do that, and no, somebody else could do that. Just give it a go, and once you take that first little step out there, it's going to be so much easier the next time you take a peekaboo out there. The challenges are everywhere. Just go for it.
Well, I think as a woman business owner, the challenges that you face have always been that men have predominantly held upper echelon positions, and when I was working for larger corporations, there seemed to be a glass ceiling. Coming into my own business obviously afforded me the opportunities to grow my own business, run the show my own way, and be able to provide opportunities for other women, both entrepreneurial because we're franchising, and also for caregivers who are predominantly women.
It's the state of mind that you're in. If you go into business with the attitude that I'm going to have challenges being a woman, then you're going to create that around you. If you go into business with the attitude that it makes no difference, whether I'm a woman or a man, and that I'm out to perform a function or deliver a service to society, then you're going to be successful at it, and you're not going to encounter challenges that are gender specific.
Well, I've been in the business world for a long time, 20 plus years. I owned an executive recruiting firm in Phoenix, Arizona, and the opportunities they go on and on forever. The challenges are there, of course, economically and all of that type thing. But what I discovered for me, the biggest challenge, and for other women, is that we don't think big enough about our businesses.
I think what's helpful about gender-based conferences is that the women here can really learn from one another about our experiences, because we have so much in common that we don't necessarily realize. And so I think there's a sharing that takes place that might not in a mixed group.
I joined NAWBO specifically to learn how to better communicate with women, to increase their comfort level so that I can I can provide better services faster.
Women run their businesses differently than men do. Women have a tendency to not borrow money. They have a tendency to not go out and seek venture capitalists. Their businesses tend to last longer. They treat them more like a family. So I would say that the style of running a business is quite a bit different than, with a woman than it would be with a man.
There are issues that are just prevalent to women business owners. And I discovered that even when I started doing one-on-one consulting with just business in general and anybody that was a woman in business, and I discovered that the women in business have different issues than the woman business owner because they get a regular paycheck all the time. The woman business owner's out there dancing as fast as she can every single day to make money, to pay the bills, to get the food on the table. So there are really different issues with that. And women also, in my interviews with, are you thinking big enough about your business? Men think as big as this building. Women think, well, if I could just get to this level tomorrow, I'd be so happy. And they don't allow themselves to think bigger than that. So that's why I think the gender conferences probably work.
I'm a representative of SBTV.com, which is a women-owned small business online video resource for small business owners. And so that provides limitless opportunities for me to learn from some of these wonderful women here at NAWBO and all over the world, but also I get a chance to share the things I've learned with these women as well. And I feel like as a mother and a role model for other young women that you can be anything you want to be. Doesn't matter about your personal image, and you can always improve those things. And working with other professionals, I've learned to do that.